I respectfully bow to the heroes of our independence struggle, known and unknown, who fought, suffered, and sacrificed their lives to win freedom for us. Mahatma Gandhi's luminous leadership finally made the British quit India in 1947. When we gained independence in 1947, nobody believed that India will survive as a democracy. Yet, 7 decades later, 1.25 billion Indians, with all their diversity, have proved those forecasts wrong. The strong edifice of democracy built by our founding fathers on the 4 pillars of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity has withstood several threats from both within and without, and has grown from strength to strength. This is for the 5th time that I speak to you on the eve of India's independence. In the past 4 years, I have seen with some satisfaction a stable and progressive democracy in full play with peaceful transfer of power from one party to another, from one government to another, and from one generation to another. The safety and security that we provide to our women and children determines the well-being of the state and society. Every incidence of violence against a woman or a child inflicts a wound on the soul of the civilization. We cannot call ourselves a civilized society if we fail in this duty. Fellow citizens, democracy is more than periodic exercise of choices to elect the government. The great tree of liberty requires constant nourishment to the institution of democracy. Disruptions, obstructionism, and unmindful pursuit of a divisive political agenda by groups and individuals leads to nothing but institutional travesty and constitutional subversion. Polarizing debates only deepen the fault lines in public discourse. Our Constitution is not only a political or legal document, but also an emotional, cultural, and social contract. The Constitution has clearly defined the duties and responsibilities of every organ of the state. It has established the ancient Indian ethos of Maryada as far as authorities and institutions of state power are concerned. The spirit of the Constitution has to be upheld by adherence to this Maryada by the functionaries in the discharge of their duties. Fellow citizens, one unique feature that has held India together is our respect for each other's culture, values, and beliefs. The very essence of plurality lies in cherishing our heterogeneity and valuing our diversity. In the networked environment of today, a caring society can only be developed by harmonizing religion with modern science. It is true, as pointed out in a famous speech made on this day 69 years ago by Pandit Nehru, that in a nation's history, moments come when we step out from the old to the new, when the soul of a nation finds utterance. But it is also important to realize that such moments are not strokes of luck that come upon us by surprise. A nation can and must strive to create such a moment. We must take destiny in our own hands to build the India of our dreams. Backed by strong political will, we have to create a future which will economically empower 600 million youth, build a digital India, a startup India, and a skilled India. As we build an India of hundreds of smart cities, towns, and villages, we must ensure that they are humane, high-tech, and happy places, leading to the creation of a technology-driven but compassionate society. We should promote and reinforce the scientific temper by questioning our beliefs which are not compatible with scientific way of thinking. We must learn to challenge the status quo and refuse to accept inefficiency and slipshod work. In a competitive environment, a sense of immediacy and some impatience is a necessary virtue. India will grow only when all of India grows. The excluded ones have to be included in the development process. We often celebrate the achievements of our past, but it would be wrong to rest on our laurels. It is much more important to look to the future. It is the time to join hands to cooperate, innovate, and advance. India has made remarkable growth in recent times, often growing about 8% per annum over the last decade. International agencies have acknowledged India's status as the fastest growing major economy in the world and recognized major improvements in industries of ease of doing business and logistics performance. The startup movement and the innovative spirit of our young entrepreneurs have also attracted international attention. We must build on our strengths so that this can lead to a sustained and further development. Fellow citizens, our foreign policy has shown considerable dynamism in recent times. We have reinvigorated our historic bonds of friendship with traditional partners of Africa and Asia Pacific. We are in the process of forging new relationships based on shared values and mutual benefit with all countries, especially our immediate and extended neighbors. The world has witnessed a spate of terror activities having their roots in radicalization of people on the basis of religion. These forces, apart from killing innocent people in the name of religion, also threaten to disturb geopolitical divide, which could prove disastrous for world peace. The inhuman, mindless, and barbaric modus operandi of such groups have been visible in France, Belgium, United States, Nigeria, Kenya, and closer home in Afghanistan and Bangladesh recently. These forces now pose a danger to the entire community of nations. The world will have to fight them unconditionally and in one voice. Fellow citizens, for all the challenges that we see in front of ourselves, I have a great belief in our innate and inherent capacity as an ancient country whose soul and Visha, the will to live and excel, can never be suppressed. Various forces, external as well as internal, have tried to smother the soul of India over millennia, but every time this soul has emerged more powerful and more glorious, having neutralized, assimilated and incorporated every challenge that it faced. India, through its unique civilizational contribution, has repeatedly conveyed the message of peace and harmony to the trouble-torn world. In 1970, historian Anand Toynbee had the following to say about India's role in contemporary history. I quote, "Today we are still living in a transitional chapter of world history, but it is already becoming clear that a chapter which has a Western beginning will have to have an Indian ending, if it is not to end in the self-destruction of the human race." Unquote. Toynbee further went on to say that at the crossroads of human history, the only way of salvation of mankind is the Indian way. Fellow citizens, on this occasion, I convey my special greetings and gratitude to the members of our armed forces, paramilitary and internal security forces, who are at the forefront of guarding and preserving the unity, integrity and security of our motherland. May we work together with vigor and energy. May our studies be brilliant. May there be no hostility amongst us. May there be peace, peace, and peace. Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Thank you very much for your attention.
I am Murli Krishnan here before you, and I represent the small group, very cohesive group called Sanatana Ireland. What we do here in Ireland is we belong to the southern part of India, we belong to Kerala, and we are a small group of families, and we try to impart whatever we know about our great Sanatana Dharma to the little children growing up here in Ireland. And as elders, we feel it is our duty to pass on this great tradition to the youngsters, and we have been doing this under Sanatana Ireland banner for more than a year now. We are extremely thankful to Her Excellency the Ambassador of India and the members of staff of the Indian Embassy here in Ireland for having given us this opportunity today to come here and present two patriotic songs. I hope all of you all enjoy that, and thanks once again to all of you for being here. And Vande Mataram and Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Pati रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
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 One more flag.